What's happening, everyone? Welcome to the Mission Driven Life podcast. Today in this story, today in this presentation, in this podcast, I want to share with you something that's been on my mind. And this is something that I'm actually going to be speaking about at a presentation tomorrow. So I'll be speaking at a presentation. It's called for Toastmasters. Actually, I'm actually going to be presenting. I've been making it an effort for me to go out and for me to just really sharpen up my skills. And I want to talk to you about how leadership is a journey. All right. That's what something I learned today. Because my mentor once told me a long time ago that, hey, leadership is a journey. Leadership is defined as a journey. And it's interesting what he told me. And he told me so much things about his life. And he told me how leadership showed up for him. Man, this guy has led hundreds of men. He was a very influential leader and mentor in my life. He still is. He was a young guy just like me. And now he's 30 and 40 and now he's older, but he actually joined the same journey that I was on once. He was along the same path that I walked on. He wanted to inspire young men. He wanted to inspire young people. And he was just like me. And what he told me was that, look, leadership is a journey. That's what he straight up told me. In this podcast, I'm going to share with you why it is and how it is a journey, all right? So before I continue with this podcast, please like, subscribe, comment into this comments before I start the podcast, all right? Because you can find all of this, you can find all of our videos, you can find some of our replays actually on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. It's called The Mission Driven Life by Warrior Leadership. The YouTube channel is at Warrior Leadership on YouTube. And my teammate Claudine Kian, she actually uploaded most of our videos onto YouTube today. So now we have more videos, more content, more things to serve you with, right? And I'm telling you, we have so many guests that are coming up as a lineup this week. Tons of powerful guests, and I can't wait to showcase you, to share your message, to share you as a leader, and to just grow, right? And a big shout out to Sheila. Hello. I'm so amazed because today, this week actually, or this month, is the Philippine Heritage Month in Calgary, in Canada. In my province, the province actually celebrates Philippine heritage. So dozens of people are celebrating what it means to be Filipino, right? What it means to be a strong leader. And before I start this, I want to invite you all to a Young Warrior training adventure that is coming up. I don't belong to this group. I'm only a volunteer. I don't get any profits. I don't get anything. But what I want to invite you to is a Young Warrior training adventure, which is a powerful weekend that's happening for men under 35. This is going to be happening at Camp Colby in LA. And it's a 3-day weekend where you're going to really learn into what it takes to be a man, to become a better man, a confident man, a trustworthy man, and a man who can understand himself and his mission. And it's happening on August 23rd or August 16th to 19th in Camp Colby in LA. The prices are $750 US, but you're going to get tons of value here. You're actually going to get access. You'll get access to the new Warrior training adventure. You'll be surrounded by powerful men. You'll be surrounded by men that are grounded, that are confident. You'll be surrounded by men that know exactly what they want in life. You'll be surrounded by men who can understand themselves, understand their emotions, who are calm. And if you ever think of a grounded man, a grounded warrior, a strong warrior, you can find them in this weekend coming up on August 16th to 19th in Los Angeles, and I'll be there. All right. So tickets are $750 to get in USD, and you're going to get tons of value in this weekend. I'm excited to show you on there. Right. I hope you can join us. because one of the mentors actually that was educating me and telling me about his definition of leadership, he has been very influential in growing this program, right? All right, let's start. Let's do this. Welcome to the Mission Driven Life podcast. My name is Kevin Padillo, president of Warrior Leadership and the host of the Mission Driven Life. This is episode 30, episode number 30, all right? I made a commitment to podcast every single day for the next 1 year, and I'm loving it. I'm on day 30 out of 365, and I'm excited to share my mission with you all and to hear some of your missions and to educate on myself on leadership and missions and strength and talk to you about my definition as a leader. All right. And like I said earlier, I want to invite you all to a young warrior training adventure that's happening this Saturday, or no, not this Saturday. It's August 16th to 19th in LA. It's a training where you're going to understand, where you can understand yourself as a man, gain more confidence as a man, understand your emotions, and how to be grounded in your mission. All right, it's happening in LA. Tickets are $750. You'll get tons of value. I've taken away from this weekend. I've been to many of these weekends, and I've grown 10 times. And this $750 was worth nothing to me because I have taken so much in my life. And this is how I understood my mission. Going to these men's weekends, I understood my mission here. All right, so today I want to talk to you about my journey of mentorship and leadership, my journey. And really interesting thing was that my mentor once told me this, right? We were sitting, I remember that I was walking down my path. I was walking and my feet, let me tell you a story, all right? And I was walking down a long path. It was a terrible path. It was a scary road. The road was rugged, rough. And during this time, I was walking down a path. We were walking for kilometers and kilometers. I was frustrated. I was hungry. I had no water to drink. And I walked and walked, and my feet started hurting. And I felt painful, and I couldn't see the town for miles. I was far away. I was in a small town in Edmonton, in the same town that hundreds of murders, gang violence, shootings, and killings happened. People were killing each other. And I was walking along this long path. There were no buildings around me. There was only stray dogs. There was only a vast highway. So dangerous. And I walked along this path. But as I think about it, as I continued down this path, I approached a town that was dangerous. Used to be known as Hobima. This town was where thousands of murders happened. Gang life, homicides happened. Gang murders happened. And where a person like me could get robbed at gunpoint at any time. But I walked and walked, and I finally arrived at the gas station, and I got some water. I bought some water. I bought some food because I was thirsty. And wow, I looked back, and as I walked back in peace back to the camp with water in my mouth and food in my belly, I thought of my journey. And I thought of a journey of leadership. And I thought about how this trip was really like my life. How I just wanted to give up. But how I want to tell you a story of how this trip and how this path was really like my life, right? So like my path and my mission. And in this story, I want to tell you about a journey and the path of a leader. Because maybe you're a leader yourself. Maybe you inspire people. Maybe you are such an influential person. People are following you. But I know you're probably just another man. You're just a man. You're just a person in life. You're not a superhuman. Because I know I'm just a man. I'm not a superhuman. I am not an amazing being. I'm not a person who is an astronaut. I am just a man. And I want to share with you ways that my mentor taught me, and he introduced me about the path and the feet and the roadblocks that it took for a leader like me to go through. And you're going to understand a little bit of my story, and you're going to learn things that you didn't know about me. Now, if you're watching, please drop a comment. Please let me know, drop a comment drop everything, drop any information that's happening, all right? Because I want to tell you more about the story, because I'm on a mission to serve 10 billion leaders. My mission in the world is to explode and is to serve young leaders and 10 billion leaders all over the world. That is my mission. And I know it's up to me, right? That is my path and that I'm willing to face. When I was a couple years ago, I attended a men's weekend, and they asked me, we were sitting in a dark room, and I was frustrated. I was like, what the fuck is happening? There wasn't any food in this camp. I was thirsty, I was hungry, and I was ready to fight someone. I was pissed off. I didn't really eat much that day. I wasn't given a lot of food. And on this weekend, I was frustrated. And then the facilitator suddenly came up and asked me, look, what was something that your little boy really needed? He asked me that. He asked me this question: what was something the little boy really needed? And I thought about this, and I visualized, I'm like, hey, when I was younger, I needed so much in my life. I needed attention. I needed some love. I needed some guidance by people. I needed mentorship, man. My parents were fucking pissing me off. My father was unavailable. My mom was angry. I felt abandoned in my life, right? I felt abandoned. I was angry. I was willing to fight, man. And on this path, I really needed love and attention. So the facilitator suddenly asked if the little boy got what he really needed. If the little boy got what he really needed, what would his world be like, right? The world would be like, it would be powerful. My mission, my world would be strong. I vision people that are confident, that are warriors, that are fighting into battle. That's what I would see if my world was powerful. That was my mission. That if I got what I really needed, this is what I would find: a strong, powerful world, right? And I suddenly understood my mission, what it meant, and what I needed in my life, that I needed to go out here and serve leaders. I needed to find out what was important for me, right? I needed to find out, how can I start living my mission? And until I discovered that I need to raise and I need to explode my goals, and I need to go out and share my message like I'm sharing it now. And this is something my mentor said, was that leadership was just a journey. And on this journey, that's something that I'm walking along every day to serve and to empower, right? But along this path, I'm going to face a lot of roadblocks. Just like any path, there's tons of roadblocks that we're all going to face. And I know I face these roadblocks all the time, right? Roadblocks of people that doubted me. People doubted me all the time. People doubt me as well. Someone here in this podcast that is watching the video right now probably doubts me. You probably have a part of you that is doubting me, maybe thinking, look, is Kevin, is he good enough to be a leader? Is he credible? Does he have credentials? Does he have all these things? Is Kevin that good enough to be a leader? Is he good enough? No. That's a roadblock that I face all the time. People challenge me, ask me, look, are you good enough to teach leadership? Are you good enough? Are you strong enough? Do you have credentials? Do you have a degree? Do you have certifications? I don't. But what I do have is strength and confidence in myself, that I know that I can believe that I'm a spiritual being that has a calling to serve, right? And I face these roadblocks every day. From people in university calling me a pervert when I was talking to ladies. For the people that would say that my men's group was a very chauvinistic group of men that talked down about women. When the school rejected my group, I faced roadblocks when I was locked up in prison, when I was thrown in jail. I faced a roadblock when I was getting released from prison and the detectives waited for me at the front door. He would face and all these roadblocks that would come up to my life. Like me going to jail, me ending up in prison, me getting locked up, all these different things that I'm facing, even getting criticized by people all the time, people that I live with, people in my life that criticize me. Oh, look, you're not good enough. You're stupid. You're an idiot. People who would laugh at me when I was in a coffee shop and I would do a Facebook Live, people would just laugh and they think I'm an idiot. People would say I'm stupid. People who would judge me every time I walked by, right? People who would slam their door in my face. People who would kick me out of their coffee shop. These were roadblocks on my journey. That's what my mentor talked about, how leadership is a journey. Because along any journey, there's always a roadblock, right? There's always a fucking roadblock in the way. Until I remembered, despite all these roadblocks in my life, I have feet. Everything else that everyone else is saying, that doesn't matter because I have feet. I have strength. I have courage to stand up for me. I have everything that I need and I have feet. I can walk. Because I know despite everything, the roadblocks that I face in life, and then maybe you have these roadblocks too. Maybe you have these roadblocks in your life. Maybe if you think people don't think you're good enough. Maybe people think that you're stupid. Maybe people think that you're not going to be successful. Maybe people are thinking to you that you're not worth it. But I encourage you, what I really want for you is I want you to trust that you have some trust in yourself. I want you to bring some fucking trust in your life right now. Trusting that what you want in your life is going to happen. That your mission is going to happen. Because so many people are going to judge your mission. So many people judge my missions. You take a look at Gandhi, people laughed at his mission. You take a look at Steve Jobs, people clowned his mission. People laughed at his mission. People thought he was stupid. People laughed at Bill Gates when he started Microsoft. People laughed at Martin Luther King. People laughed at Rosa Parks when she jumped on the front of the bus and sat in the front seat, and everyone called her a nigger. All right? But it takes trust and it takes determination. That's what I know what's true for me, is that I take trust. It takes trust and determination for me to stand up for me right now. Because I need to see the vision at all times. Maybe there's times where I don't see the vision, right? I don't see that it's possible to lead and empower 10 billion leaders. Maybe there's a chance that I don't see what's important for me, right? Maybe I can't see it. There's days that I wake up with a lot of doubt. And I doubt myself, and I doubt that I'm good enough. I doubt that I'm powerful. Sometimes I just doubt whether I should just quit everything and just work all my life. And maybe I should go back to school, and maybe my mom's right, I should have went to university. But that's what happens if I don't see my vision, right? If I don't see my vision, see what's in front of me, how do I know if I have feet? Because as much as I have roadblocks and as much as I have my path, it takes up to me to move my feet and to keep walking. So there I shared with you is I talked to you about trust. I talked to you about roadblocks. I talked to you about the path. And I talked to you about the feet and the things it takes for you to keep walking, to have these skills and to have that heart, right? Because this is something that I'm telling myself. And maybe I give you a bunch of advice in here, this video. But I know what I'm telling you is something that I need to tell myself every damn day. That I need to trust, and I need to have determination, and I need to be confident in my mission, right? That I know this is a journey, and that's all. So this is my story. I want to go deeper at this on another day, but this is part of my speech that I'm speaking at tomorrow at an event. I get a chance to speak at a Toastmasters event, and it's going to be great. I'll get a chance to share my mission, share my message with the world, and I trust that people will gain something, and I know I'll gain something. I want to thank you all for watching the video. I want to thank you all for being here today. And I encourage you all to come to the Young Warriors Training Adventure this August 16th and 19th all the way in, where is it? LA. A place where you'll be a grounded man, understand your feelings, share your feelings, and to find your mission and what that means for your life. It's called the Young Warriors Training Adventure. If you want information on this, please message me right now. Message me on Facebook or email me at KIAN warriorleadership@gmail.com. Email KIAN warriorleadership@gmail.com. If you'd like to attend the training or need info, email Kian. So I just left that information there. If you want the information or want to attend the training, email Kian warriorleadership@gmail.com. And Kian will give you all the information you need. We'll be in touch with you. And look, at the end of the day, our goal is to serve you. I don't get any money from this. I don't get any money at all from this commission. I don't even make money from selling this. But I know these weekends has changed my life. And this is better than just a weekend where you're going to go and sit and take notes. This is nothing like that. If you think that it's just going to be a boring weekend, it's not. If you think it's going to be a waste of time, for sure, I bet you're going to think it's a waste of time. It's only going to be a waste of time if you go there and you just sit around and you mope that you thought it was a waste of time. And the greats, they put in what they put in, right? So follow us here on Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Radio Public, Overcast. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast. This is the Mission Driven Life. Have a powerful day. Serving leaders, let's go.